Welcome back to another episode of MMA Inc. This time I have Leon Kuntz with me. He's going to show off his tattoos. What's going on, Leo?
Hey, not much. I'm doing fine. How are you, Steve? Thanks for having me.
For sure, man. All right, so what was your first tattoo?
What was my first tattoo?
Yeah, how old were you?
Tattoo was on my leg right here. Can you see it all right?
Can see it, yes.
That was my first tattoo. Actually, when I was I was in the Army National Guard, and I got that tattoo while I was training, doing my AIT down in El Paso.
Right on, man. How old were you? 18?
18, yep. I was 18 by the time I got my first tattoo.
That's when everybody gets them, when they're 18. That's like
well, my parents would have let me, but I mean, I don't know. It was never a priority or nothing like that. You know, my dad would have signed for me for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Other tattoos?
Other tattoos. This one I got on a sponsorship, actually.
Oh, that's dope.
Can you see that?
Yeah. What does it say?
It says "Child of God" in Latin.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, thank you. That one I got on a sponsorship. So I got that one basically for free. It's by an award-winning tattoo artist in North Dakota. His name's Jason Dahl. He does a really good job, obviously. He's won tons of awards up in North Dakota, and actually, I'm pretty sure he's done really well even throughout the nation. So yeah, he ended up doing that for me on sponsorship. He said he'd charge probably around $1,000 for it.
Yeah, that's a fairly big tattoo on the forearm.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky to get it on sponsorship for him. So
that's pretty dope.
That was pretty cool, him. Let's see, I got some more too. Oh, this is another old one. And that actually, I just had a buddy do. That was like my second tattoo.
What is it? What is it up?
I don't know. It's just like two different symbols overlaid atop the other. One's like a triangle to like represent, the Trinity. There's lots of different, religions. There's a Trinity involved in a lot of them. And then the other one is like, that's a sign for Leo, is the Leo sign, the zodiac sign. So.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a Leo. My name's Leo. So just some stuff I, put together when I was on too much crystal meth. I'm sure when I was young, I was pretty hard into some of that stuff. So
right. That's cool. I mean, it's a story, that's what. That's
that's what I mean. You can't hide it. It's there. You know what I mean? And that's the real true story behind it. So buddy of mine did it with a needle and some just needle and ink. That one. Yeah. That was like my second tattoo. Like I said, I was kind of in a weird place then. Here, this one he did the same night. Let me see that one right there.
What is that supposed to be up?
That's actually just a scar that I had.
Oh, okay.
Because me and my buddies, I don't know if any of you guys, any of your listeners or you guys did any of this type of stupid stuff when you're young, like take a cigarette and you like hold the cigarette up against your arms, and see who could hold it longer there, things like that. Well, we did the same thing, but it was with metal weed pipe, like one of those old school metal bowls, before glass was really popular. I don't know, I'm kind of old. I'm 36, not that old, but 36. So I've been like fucking almost 20 years ago when I did that, and glass pieces. I mean, yeah, people had them, but they weren't as common as they are now.
Yeah.
And everybody seemed to have metal bowls, and we'd heat them up, and we thought it was cool to give each other scars. And then I just had them all
brand yourself.
Yeah, basically that's what it was like, branding ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty smart, obviously.
Hey, man, you do stupid things when you're young. I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, I probably do more stupid stuff now. No, that's a joke. I'm just kidding. I got some more here too. I can show you. Here's another one. Here's one I got on my leg. Can you see that all right?
Yep.
Maybe I'll hang on once. I'm going to turn it sideways. Yeah, is that coming in all right?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that's called a yant tattoo. That's I got that in Thailand. Those
Okay.
are actually my favorite tattoos, my Yan tattoos. I lived in Thailand for 2 months and trained Muay Thai at a really awesome gym there called Sinbi Muay Thai in Phuket, which is like a very tropical southern part of and very touristy part of Thailand. So it was really awesome to go train there actually because it was basically like a training vacation. I was training. I had a fight coming up, so I was still training, and I actually fought one kickboxing match in Thailand while I was there as well. So that was pretty awesome. I won that, and but yeah, that was as far as training trips go. That was one of my most favorite training trips.
Was that your only time going to Thailand? That one time?
Yeah, that's my only time I've been to Thailand. I told myself I was going to go back every year
Yeah.
after that, of course. But
Every fighter that I've talked to, they say that's like the place to go for them. It's like,
well, for Muay Thai, it's they're still doing it all the time there. It's the home of Muay Thai, and they're still practicing all the time there. So
yeah.
yeah,
Is
it's
that
pretty
the only tattoo you got in Thailand?
No, I got two more actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can see them.
Yep. Is that a compass?
One of them's a compass, and the other one's a tiger.
Right. I see the tiger
Can you
now.
see them all right?
Yeah. That's clean, man.
Yeah, both of those are yacht tattoos as well. So, and they're actually like these were done by a Brahmin. Pretty sure that's what he was. It was a Brahmin priest, and so there's like a ritual, and it all goes on, and like an offering, and it's like a religious ceremony type of thing when they do the tattoo. Some of them get done by Buddhist monks, and then it's the same type of thing. There's like a ceremony that goes on, and they're breathing life into the tattoo, and it's supposed to actually there's protective powers. It's supposed to make your skin less less vulnerable to being pierced. There's even certain yachts that are supposed to stop bullets from penetrating your skin.
That's
I don't know if I want to try to put that to the test, but there's definitely yachts out there that they claim can stop bullets.
that's crazy. That's cool.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't like to be the one to test it out, but
Right.
so yeah, those are supposed to make, these ones here, the alligator is for prosperity and wealth, actually. The compass is to point you on your path, and the tiger, is to remove obstacles out of your way. So the compass and the tiger, they kind of go together really nice. The compass is supposed to put me on what my path is, and then the tiger is supposed to remove obstacles. So those two go together pretty nice. I have another one on my arm here. This is that was probably my second tattoo, not counting. That was my second professional tattoo, not counting these ones. And that's a band label from a band I used to listen to all the time called the Cottonmouth Kings.
Oh, okay.
Ever heard of those guys?
Yep. I used to
Yeah.
listen to them. Mhm.
Oh, you used to listen to those guys too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I do have one more tattoo as well, but it's going to be hard to show you because, well, it's on my ass for starters. And I can describe it to you guys though.
Tell
It's,
us.
I went to Sturgis one year. Do you know what Sturgis is?
Yeah, up in North Dakota.
South Dakota, pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a huge motorcycle rally. One of the biggest I'm pretty sure it's the biggest motorcycle rally in the entire world.
Right.
And I went there one year. Again, that was one of those things I swore I was going to be back every year. I only made it there one year though, but I got a tattoo on my ass. Me and a couple other buddies all went in there, got tattoos. We were kind of drunk, and it was just one of those times I was like, hey, I've always wanted an ass tattoo. I was like, I don't know why, but I've always wanted an ass tattoo. So I got a Harley shield, and it says Sturgis 69 because it was the 69th anniversary of Sturgis.
Nice.
So I got Sturgis 69 and with a Harley. The colors are Harley orange and black, and it's the Harley shield.
Is it pretty big?
No, it's smaller than my palm.
Okay.
Smaller than my palm. Yeah. So yeah, what about you, Steve? You got any tattoos?
I do. Hmm.
All kinds, I'm sure, huh?
Yeah, they're on my body. They're all over my body.
Oh yeah, nice,
Maybe one day
nice.
I'll show. Maybe one day I'll show them off.
What's that?
Maybe one day I'll show them off.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, well, yeah, that's, you got to show your tats off sometime too, right?
Yeah, eventually, I guess. This is
Like,
more
yeah.
about the fighters than me.
Well, I was gonna say, first you got to start training. First you got to start training some MMA, right?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I'd rather box.
Oh yeah. Well, that's where the money is.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
that's cool. And so, do you have any plans of getting more tattoos?
Maybe, but the thing is, they're kind of expensive. I guess right now I'm just planning on looking for a fight. You know what I mean? That's my biggest plan right now. I got a couple other things that I'm working on as well. Of course, I've been really active on my Twitter account lately, trying to market and brand myself on social media. I'm also in the process of starting a Patreon account, which I just recently found out what that was all about. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting some content on there, all Kung Fu content.
Right.
So yeah, applicable Kung Fu stuff, different stuff. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Tai Chi. Have you ever heard of Tai Chi at all?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting really popular. I've actually trained under some really great Tai Chi instructors, and I've progressed enough to the point where I can instruct Tai Chi myself, and that's going to be a big topic on the Patreon account. But also the applicable martial arts, interpretation of Kung Fu as well is going to be on there, and some basic stuff. I'm just kind of getting started with it, so it's going to be all just intro, beginner level stuff to start. But it's definitely something that I think people are going to be interested in, and I'm excited to get working on it and see where it
All
goes.
videos on YouTube videos, basically.
Yeah, it's going to be videos, but it's going to be, instead of on YouTube, it's going to be through a platform called Patreon,
Oh, okay.
which is and basically how Patreon works is it works off of monthly subscribers. So I'll have different tier levels, and I'll be releasing new content depending on which level of tier you're in. For instance, the entry level Tai Chi instruction tier, it comes with to begin, it comes with the complete first section of the form, the entire first section of the form, so that you can break it down, you can practice the form yourself, and then every month, every week, I haven't quite figured all this stuff out yet, depending on which tier you're in, I'll be adding new content, drills, training tips, all that type of stuff, and whatever else. It's going to be very interactive. I'm going to see what people want to know. I've had a lot of people ask me about my diet,
Yeah.
things like that, training habits that I have, all that type of stuff. And just with the different tiers, that's how I'm going to, organize it. And it's going to be very feedback based as well. So I'm going to be looking to get a lot of feedback from the subscribers. And basically how it works is, like I said, the entry level subscription or the entry level membership will be like $3 a month. And then I'm going to release videos on there, depending which tier it is. Like for the MMA tier, it's going to be breaking down how to execute a jab properly, different combinations, all that type of stuff, the footwork drills, all these types of things that you need to know to be able to build solid fundamentals, and to take a Kung Fu practice and make it applicable, not only in a cage, but in a real world situation as well.
Mm-hmm. Very cool, man. Very cool.
Thank you.
So when are you gonna announce your fight?
I'm waiting for the opponent right now. That's why I haven't announced it yet. Is I'm still waiting on the opponent. I got to make sure the opponent's locked in, and then I'll be announcing the fight for sure.
Right on.
Which is this has been a consistent problem for me lately. Is getting a fight locked in. It's just been a problem getting something locked in here lately, and it's not a problem finding a fight. I can go fight if I want to go take any old fight. I can get a fight tomorrow.
Right.
If I want, but it's about finding the right fight that makes sense for my career, something that's going to benefit me if I win, and something that pays me what I'm worth. So that's, right now, to be honest, my next fight you're going to see me in, more than likely, it's not going to be MMA.
Okay.
I can tell you that. So the next fight you see me in, more than likely, it's going to be pro kickboxing or pro boxing.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep. Yep. I'm just going to get out there, stay active, continue to brand myself. I'll be releasing other content on that Patreon account as well, especially if things kick off well with my boxing, pro boxing, and kickboxing careers. I'm excited. I just want to get active. My window's closing on the sport, and I want to use these last couple of years I have, to the most. I want to make the most of them.
For sure, man. Twitter is behind you.
I know Twitter's been an awesome platform for me. I've had a ton of support through Twitter. I've been on a ton of podcasts now and shows like this because of Twitter, and it's helping to brand and promote myself. And I'm glad to be out here representing traditional martial art. And I know in the beginning, when I first started getting going on Twitter here, there was I didn't go about it the classiest way, but it was very, very effective nonetheless. And I've developed a really good relationship now with my fans on Twitter. And, it doesn't really feel like a fan type of a thing with me because I'm very interactive on there. And I like to, go and see what people are up to and interact with people that are interacting with me. And, but it's almost like a full-time job, especially now once I'm, starting to get a good following built up on there. And it's, because I try to respond to everybody, but soon it's going to get to the point where it's just not going to be possible.
Yeah. And to be honest, it pays off for the fighter to kind of talk to the fans more than just like putting their message out there and then not responding back,
Yeah, no, it does. And it's good because I have other big plans too. Like, the sport needs a lot of change. And, I used to think that all that was going to start with the fighters, and it may yet still, but it's hard, inherently we're against each other. We're competing against each other inherently. That's part of the game that we're in is we're all individual competitors. So to try to get all those individual competitors on the same page, it's pretty hard, when there's just natural competition going on between guys that aren't even in weight classes, the same weight classes and things. So to try to get all those people on the same page about something, it's pretty tough to do. Not impossible, but pretty tough to do.
You're talking about unionizing?
Well, so things like that. Yeah. Things along those lines. You know what I mean? It might not have to be a union. I'm not necessarily the biggest believer in a union, but I for sure think that there needs to be at least a ranking system and some type of a unified rules system.
Right, like what boxing has?
Something very similar to boxing, exactly. Yep. And I know that it's not a perfect system, but it certainly benefits the fighters more.
What MMA has.
Yeah. At least this way, the guys that are winning fights and have a good rank, that have their rank protected, and your title is going to be protected too. There's going to be no more. Oh, this is a world champion. That's the world champion. No, there could be multiple world champions from multiple organizations, but at least we're going to know who's the number one in the world.
Right. It's like boxing right now.
Emotional fight.
It's like exactly boxing right now. They have Tyson Fury. He's the lineal heavyweight champion. But then there's Deontay Wilder, Anthony Ruiz. All these guys are in the mix. That's what is so great about boxing. They all fight each other.
Right.
Whereas in MMA, you only see them fighting who's in that specific organization, unfortunately.
That's right. And then what that does is it gives the organizations a lot of the power to
exactly. Yes.
And even to decide who gets chances to fight for titles, and where you get your, like Tony Ferguson, he's probably the best example that you can think of as a guy who's, just had a hell of a career and hasn't had a title shot.
Nothing.
Kobe Covington's another one, Dustin Poirier. Well, he's got his title shot here now too, but there's a lot of guys. What's that?
It took Dustin Poirier a long time to get there.
Yeah, it did. And he had to beat the best guys out there, and not all of them are like that. Then there are guys like Conor McGregor come along, they get fast-tracked. Right. You know what I mean? Which you can understand, too, for the organization, but then they try to promote him like he's the best fighter in the world. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, he's not even in the conversation in pound for pound. That's my opinion.
He's still in the UFC's rankings.
What's that?
He's still in the UFC's rankings.
Yeah, in my opinion, you know, he's not even the conversation pound for pound fighter, and
Right.
you know he's got a lot. He's got to come back in, and you know, because with a career like that, it can be a lot of things. You know, it's like the perfect storm of confidence and a little bit of luck, just as my opinion, and also being placed in the right position, given the right opportunities by the organization, where it just snowballed and created this Conor McGregor craze that turned him into some, you know, people thought he was like Muhammad Ali, or not even beyond, like even past that, like to just some new level of fighter, you know what I mean? And
Hey,
it's just,
all
in my
that got him a fight with Floyd Mayweather in boxing, though. Who would have thought that?
what's that?
All of that hype and all that madness got him a fight in boxing with Floyd
Oh
Mayweather.
yeah, yeah, I know, the real payday too. That's where he made his real money, was in boxing.
Crazy, crazy,
Yeah,
man.
yep, yep.
Right
So
on.
yeah, no, he's got to give him credit for that. And now he's in the whiskey business. You know, even though I heard his whiskey's garbage, I've never tried it. Heard it's garbage. I can't believe he'd make a garbage whiskey. Seems to be a smarter guy than that.
It's
But
all right. It's okay. I'm a whiskey guy, and it's okay.
I've heard that from whiskey people. I've heard that from other whiskey people that it's, you know,
Yeah, it's not
it's
top shelf.
strange. You think you'd make a top notch whiskey. You know what I
No,
mean?
not top shelf.
Well, I didn't say it, so you heard it from Steve.
A lot of people say it though. It's not just me. It's a lot of people.
No, I know. I've heard it from lots of other people too that are whiskey drinkers. I just haven't bought it yet because I know what type of whiskey I drink, and I just am not a Conor McGregor fan, so I ain't really about it. I'd sure try it if someone bought it for me. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not gonna drink a free shot or whatever,
Right,
or a free fucking glass. But
right on, man. So anything else on tattoos?
no, that pretty much covers all my tattoo stuff. Yeah, I basically got it covered there.
Cool,
I
man.
mean,
So you're gonna have to update if you ever get new tattoos.
I will for sure. If I get a new one, it's gonna probably be a while, at least for sure at least for sure until I get signed by a big promotion. I can tell you that much for sure.
Unless if you get a sponsorship again.
Well, unless I get another tattoo sponsor, that's right. Any tattoo sponsors out there, you guys can ink me up.
Man, that's dope. That would be dope. Cool, man.
Heck yeah.
So good luck with everything, and thank you for coming on MMA INK, Leo.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Steve. I'm glad to finally make it on here. We tried a couple times, and I thought tonight maybe there was going to be another little miscommunication, but good thing we got it all squared away. I'm glad to be on. It was a great show you got.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, take
Leo
it easy,
Kuntz
Steve.
on MMA INK. Thank you.